How can you turn off ESC light in your car? Well, there are two options why you can see the ESC light in your vehicle. And the first option is when you manually deactivated the ESC or electronic stability control system, and now you see this ESC and traction control lights on your dash. And to turn off this light, you will need to activate this system back. So how can you do this? You can find the traction control button in your vehicle, press it, and hold this button for some time. It's better to do this when your engine is running, because in some cars, when the ignition is off, this button will not work at all. So when you press it shortly, you will control the traction control. So activate and deactivate the traction control. When you press and hold it for 3, 4, or 5 seconds, depending on the vehicle model, you will activate and deactivate the electronic stability control, so the wider program of stability control in your car. But if nothing helps and you still see the ESC light on the dash of your car, it means that there is a problem with the ESC and it sends the ESC light on the dash. So there are some codes, there are some issues that trigger this light, and the electronic stability control just doesn't work in your car. Now, first of all, you can continue driving in this case, but be careful because the behavior of your car may change a little bit, and especially on slippery roads, you will not get any support from electronic systems, and you may get into accident if you keep driving just like you have been driving before. So you can drive, but be careful. Secondly, the best way to solve this problem is to get a code reader or a scanner and get some codes. The simple ELM code reader will not help in this case because most likely the codes that trigger this ESC light, they don't sit in the ECU, and the cheap ELM readers, they will only communicate with the ECU. So you'll need a good scanner, maybe in your dealership or maybe in some good independent shop, and you will need to scan for codes in all electronic control modules in your car. In most cases, this can be the ABS sensor, and you may or may not see the ABS warning on the dash, but the ESC light will be on in this case. With the help of the code scanner, you can easily identify even the wheel that causes this problem. Also, this can be the problem with the low battery, because the low battery voltage in your car can throw almost any kind of codes and any kind of error messages, and the ESC light is one of them. So if the battery is low, you need to charge it, or maybe replace the battery if it's old and almost dead. One important thing is to not ignore the ESC light on your dash, because if you keep driving like that, keep ignoring the problem, you just don't get any support from the electronic stability control system, and your car behaves like the car from the 1980s. So this is the safety feature, and you need to solve this problem.